What's up friends, Chook here and welcome back to Pit Heroes. It's Sunday, it's Item Find Day, and it is also Expedition Day. The Expedition will be here for next Sunday as well, so we'll probably just do Expedition, nothing but Expedition on today and next Sunday. However, I popped the Super Scroll for today, and as you can see here, Super Scroll with all these bonuses. And at the moment we only have 6 tickets, but if I go into my bag and I go down the consumables, I have spent all of my guild honor on, where are they? 35 badge pouches, as well as we've got, I think there's badges in here as well, somewhere. Here we go. So we've got another 20 there. I think one of these might be badges as well. Nope, I've used that one, but I think this is badges, another 20 there. So we've got a lot. We've got a shitload of them. So to start with, we may as well use this. Can of corn, done. And what was the other one? It was some form of chocolate bar. Shards, badges by 10. We want to use both of those. Yellow candy, done. Okay, so now we've got a bit to play with, and then I've got 35 more times 5s to go as well. But for now, 46 should do it. Now, I'll put up a graphic of the gear, the 4 mythics that will drop from these new expedition portals, but the one we're going for is the main hand weapon, the bow, which is from the original first portal of this new expedition. So I think maybe for this video we'll do one of each, and then I'll just farm this like crazy, hoping to get that bow, because it gives you 1%, well, you can see it on the screen, but it gives you 1% dual strike and 1% in power. And if I already have like 29% dual strike, I think, because that's like my favorite stat. So I've been, yeah, 29% on the dot dual strike. So I've been focusing on that a lot. And in power chance is 4.5. So it'll take that to 30 and 5.5. But then if I use my mythic helmet as well, this gives you an extra 4%. So we'll basically be at 30% dual strike and 9.5% in power, if my math is right, which is pretty damn impressive. For a free-to-play, I would think. It means we're not really going to do anything with the set bonuses and stuff. I mean, we could probably do the offhand and the ring and the necklace, maybe. But there is also a mythic, there's a mythic main hand, offhand, helmet, and body from these new portals. But anyway, let's get started. Enough ranting. Googarums portal. Googarums. We're going to do at 400. So there we go. Should be fine. And I'm using Zaki and Spook. And let's do it. So I don't know much about the rest of the expeditions. I haven't really been able to get on and do too much in the last couple of days since it's been live. I've been a bit busy with things, but I have got on and done all of them at least once, and I've done this one a few times. But I'm not sure about the cosmetic mounts or what they are. I know there's the big robot thing is the new mythic fusion, but I'm sure there's new mythic mounts and stuff, so we'll see how we go. But a mount would be bonus, because it doesn't actually give you any stats, right? It just looks cool, but the bow is definitely what we're going for. And I've talked to quite a few people on my Discord, and that have on actual, you know, in the game, that have sent me messages and stuff. They've got the bow, so it seems like RNG, of course, but it seems like that's dropping more than the other mythics, or I don't know. I mean, it's all the same drop chance, I'm sure. But a lot of people, not a lot of people, but a good 3 or 4 people I've talked to have gotten the bow already. So hopefully we can ride that kind of RNG luck train and get it for ourselves. Because as I mentioned, that will boost us up to 30% dual strike and nearly 10% in power chance if I use the helmet as well, which is crazy. But the only problem doing that, like I said, is you don't get the set bonuses. But, I mean, the set bonuses are good, but so is 30% dual strike and nearly 10% in power as well. So, now, also on that kind of topic is I got to 1.9k mount guts. It doesn't say exactly how much I have, it just says 1.9k. Oh, there we go, we got a epic schematic, not that that's going to help us much. I have 1.9k mount guts, so I don't know how close I am to 2k, but as soon as I get to 2k, I can upgrade my mount to like to fully upgraded, which will give me an extra like 70 or 80 TS, I think. It's quite a bit. And then we need to save up 600 to 600 more mount cuts to re-roll it, because at the moment I've got 3.5 health. It's not particularly good for a DPS. So if we manage to, like eventually after we fully upgraded it and re-roll it, if we manage to get a dual strike on our mount or empower on our mount, that boosts it even more. So that would be pretty sweet. Okay, so 400 seems to be doable quite easily. I think we'll stick on 400. Otherwise, if we go up, I might have to manual it a bit and it'll take some time and all that sort of thing. So we'll keep for 400. Next, we'll go to Svord's portal. Good old Svord's. And see what he's about. So yeah, if I get because I wasn't going to use that Empower helmet, even though as good as it is, I was like, oh, well maybe I won't, because then I'll just focus on the set, and I haven't got a set drop yet, not even one. And so it's like, it's going to be a long, oh, that's a massive dude. Holy shit. Imagine if he was a mount that size. Oh, we're getting crunched. That hurt a lot, actually. Maybe we should, oh, there's another one of him, really? Well, we can use revive potions. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I haven't got one of the set pieces yet. So to get all 4 of them and then get enough to upgrade them and stuff, it's going to take forever. So I'm going to use a max on this because this guy hurts. And maybe we'll just get rid of this first and then go back to auto. And I should have no! Ah, fuck. I accidentally clicked it back onto auto. We're screwed. We're screwed. We're not going to be able to do this without a tank. Well, that was a waste. We're actually going to do this again, but go down from 400. As I've mentioned, I'm all about the auto, so I'm not going to do it manually. It'll just take too long for a video as well, especially. So we'll just go to 375 and give it another go. As I've mentioned before, the actual number, like 375, 400, whatever, doesn't interfere or doesn't change the loot that you get. It just gives you the amount of points towards the guild score for expeditions. So you could run expedition on level 1 and still get the same loot you would get if you ran it on 500. It just means the higher you go, the more points you get for guild rankings, and if you're doing internal player rankings amongst the guild and you're trying to beat your friend or something, you want to do as higher points as you can. Ultimately, you want to do as high points as you can because you want to help your guild out. But it doesn't actually change the loot tables whatsoever. So, especially for a video, I can just put it down a little bit by 25 and have a much easier time, where I don't need to focus as much on actual playing and I can just talk. But anyway, the set piece, I got to finish this train of thought. Because I don't have any of them, it's going to take a long time to get all 4 of those set pieces and then fully upgrade them, whereas I have the mythic helmet sitting there and it's good. 4% in power chance is really good. That's like a set bonus in itself in just one piece of gear, hence why it's mythic. But I wasn't going to use it in case I could get all 4 of the sets, but if I get this bow, I'm only going to be able to do 2 of the set, in which case, screw it. I'll just do the bow and the helmet and be great. Now I think the offhand mythic from these expeditions, I think that has a bonus of extra damage and damage reduction for every mythic you have equipped. So if we got that, that would be 3 mythics equipped. So we could get extra bonuses that way. I mean, there's a lot we can do, but I think the helmet and the bow in conjunction with each other is pretty strong, and so that's what I'm going to aim for. So today, I've done all my housework, I've done everything. It's 2:41 PM at the time of recording this right now. So for the rest of the day, I am going to probably go on the couch and watch a movie or play Red Dead Redemption or something, and just have this running portals on auto next to me on my iPad or something. And most likely, if we get any loot, we're not going to know that we got it until we have like 409 people invite us to be their friend, because that's how you know when you get loot. Oh shit, wrong portal. Okay, so that was Svords. Next is Twimbo. Let's give him a go. I was talking about in the comments actually about that topic. Is this it's as a free-to-play player. I mean, anyone really, but when the loot is a long time between loots, let's say, and then you put on order, you go and make a coffee or something, and you come back and you have like, this person is invited, wants to be your friend. You're like, oh, I get them a lot anyway. But then you decline it or ignore it, and then there's another one, and there's another one. You have to like decline / ignore like 20 people. You're like, okay, I must have got something pretty damn good. And then you check your bag, and there it is, like the thing you've been trying to get. You've got the thing about that sometimes confuses you though is if you get a schematic, because you look in your bag and you're like, I didn't get anything, what the hell? Like, why are so many people inviting me to your friends? And then you get like friend pop up saying grats, and you're like, what happened? What did I get? And they're like, oh, I don't know, but I just saw you got a legendary, congrats. I'm like, alright, thanks. And then you can't find it in your bag and you got no idea what it was, and then it turns out it's a schematic for something. Which happened to me recently. I got the schematic for, let's see if there's a portal anywhere near here, a health portal. There is not. I got a schematic for, I can't even remember what it is. It's Mimsy and Kaleido. Memido or something? I don't know. Whatever it is. Whatever schematic that is. I got that recently, and I had people sending me friend invites and stuff, and had people, all my friends on thing, saying congrats and stuff, and they're like, what I get? And they're like, oh, you got some schematic. I'm like, in Raid 2? What the hell could I have got in Raid 2? Forgetting that wasn't actually a schematic. I mean, he's rubbish anyway, so wasn't you know, any loss really, but the fact that level 285 or something now, and the amount of times I've done Raid 2 for Drippin is, I don't know how many times. I don't even want to know. Got another shitty schematic there. And never got that schematic. So there's people that every week fill me in on their progress, which I appreciate, and I like hearing all this stuff. And they're like, I still haven't found the Korg schematic, or I still haven't found the Wimbo schematic, or I still haven't found the Bob-Bottom schematic. Yeah, man, I know, like, it's rough, but it's just RNG. You know, you can get to level 280 and still not get the schematic from Raid 2, that Bido or whatever it is. So eventually you'll get it. It just might take you 280 levels to get it, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. Okay, so that's 3 down, 1 to go, which is the final one that you unlock. These are all portals, and this one's a clock, which is interesting. X5/-T3 4Ms. Well, I'm never saying that again, ever. Let's do it. No! Ah! Shit. Oh well, we should be fine without it. So this is like the robot portal, as there was in the other expedition as well. I think the final boss of this is the new mythic familiar, like the big robot thing. It's like I don't know, whatever his name is, X4 Gombo or something. Oh, he hurts. I've done it again. Done it again. Let's give you a max potion. Holy shit! What the hell is hitting me like a truck? I'm gonna assume it's the back guy. Oh, we're done. We're done. Okay, let's go down to 350 and try again. Apparently this portal's rough, or I just got really bad crits or something, but we'll see. A few wasted badges, but I know I can do the first portal on 400 without too much hassle, because I've done it, I don't know, 6 or 7 times now, since it came out. So yeah, like I said, until I get the bow, that's all I'm interested in. So I'll just, once we finish this portal, we'll go back to the first one, put on 400, and all should be good. So ultimately, if you're trying to figure out what number difficulty you can get away with on these portals. So as you saw, I started at 400, then went down to 375, and down into here went down to 350. The best way to do that is, if you're not sure where to start, or if you can do it or whatnot, is to use one badge, because then you can gauge how tough this a portal is, but you only waste one badge if you can't do it. So at the moment I've wasted 10 badges because I didn't complete 2 of them. I got killed in 2 of these things. If I had have used 1 badge on each of those, I would have 8 badges left. So yeah, if you trial and error trying to figure out the sweet spot of numbers of what you can achieve, use 1 badge. So I should have done that, but it doesn't really matter. I think this is the new mythic familiar. Yeah, which is the raid, I think the raid 4 boss. I think someone in Discord said you need 2 of them. Another schematic, not a legendary there. I think someone in Discord, I can't remember who it was saying that you need 2 of the raid 4 bosses to fuse this guy. Probably as well as some other shit as well. I don't know whether that's true or not. I haven't looked into it. As I've mentioned many times, I don't really look into stuff. I just figure it out as I go. So far, nada as far as loot goes. But that's fine. We've got many more badges to go. Okay, so we'll go back to the first one. We'll go back up to 400. Because why not? We can clear it, so may as well. And let's smash it out. The good thing about this initial portal as well, other than the fact that this is where I want to be for the bow, is that it's the least kind of offensive on the eyes, right? If you sit here and you play Bit Heroes over and over again for, you know, a couple of hours, if you're doing super scrolly type stuff, some of the harsher colors and movement and all that sort of stuff can get a bit like, I don't know. I wear glasses, so it gets to me. It may not get to you guys, but that's why I like Raid 5. Apart from it being hard as shit, Raid 6, sorry. Because of these like clouds and stuff, it's like just nice kind of not harsh colors like whites and light blues and stuff, and it's easy to look at. Whereas like Raid 2, when I do Driftn farming, if I do like, you know, eight Raid 2s in a row to try and get Driftn, it freaking kills my eyes, man. All the multicolored random shenanigans going on. But luckily, ow, far out, man. Okay, apparently we're not okay at 400. Maybe I'll just go down to 375. We can definitely do it 375. No doubt about it. Let's have a spread heal. Ouch! Shit. Alright, well, may as well auto it from here. Get destroyed. Get absolutely destroyed. What the hell? I've never been... I've cleared 400 every single time I've done this. Alright, well, 375 is the new 400, apparently. Unless maybe one of these guys isn't wearing some gear and they're doing PvP or something, in which case my TS is lower. Which could be the thing. But, I don't know. Don't know. So we've wasted 15 badges now. So good. I know this guy hurts. The big version of this guy. Which looks like a rabbite from Secret of Mana. But... yeah, I mean, it's only those big, like, king, mutant giant versions that actually hurt, right? All the little guys aren't too bad. We're even healing off fighting them, so only really need to be bothered about the big ones. And if 375, I struggle to you know, die here or there or whatever, I can always put it down to 350. Like I said, the points doesn't actually matter as far as loot tables go. It's only to contribute to your guild. Obviously, I want to contribute to the guild as much as I possibly can, but like I've said before as well, if you can't clear it on heroic, dungeon on heroic or raid or whatever it be, then there's no point doing it, because you're not gonna complete it. You're not actually gonna get loot out of it or get the rewards or whatnot. So you may as well go down to hard or drop 25, 50 points where you know that you can do it every single time, and then that way you're guaranteed those points, and you're also guaranteed a chance of getting a loot. So yeah, but that's I've said that many times now. And hopefully, fuck me, this guy hits like a truck. Hopefully that's sunk in, and people are doing that, because I know that there's certain people that keep trying to do heroic and fail it, and they really want that mythic drop or something. And I'm like, man, just wait until you get, you know, some more TS and stuff, and you can do it properly. Otherwise, you're gonna waste a lot of badges or a lot of raid shards or whatever it be. But I can understand the temptation. Definitely. Okay, there's a lot of dinging going on from heals and stuff proccing. If I was these cats, if I were these cats, I don't know how comfortable I'd be with this guy. Like, he's holding a like, decapitated head. Like, you'd think it's probably not the best place to hang out with someone that decapitates people and then walks around holding them by their hair. but I don't know, maybe he feeds the cats the body parts, and that's why the cats love him. We can't judge. We don't know. Alright, let's do it maybe one more time. And if we don't get anything, I can get the cursor of recording out of the way. So that means when I go down stairs and sit in front of the couch. Sit in front of the couch? That would be awkward. Hey, we got something. See, we got a legendary. I don't know what it was because it didn't come up. Was it a legendary piece of gear? Was it a legendary schematic? We'll never know. I'm guessing it's a schematic, which we can't find out while we're in here. But I got something. Maybe it was just a beanstalk. We'll never know. I didn't get anyone in request me to be a friend, so maybe it was just a beanstalk. But that's a bit awkward. A little bit. Tiny bit. I'm assuming beanstalks can drop from in here as well. Although I vaguely remember someone saying that beanstalks only drop from the raid. They don't drop from Trials Gauntlet or anything else in that tier. I don't think I've been observant enough to actually notice whether that's true or not. I don't doubt it, but I can't guarantee whether that's true or not. So if the beanstalks only drop in the raid, then it wasn't a beanstalk and it was something else. It must have been a schematic because we didn't get actually any gear in our bag. So that's an interesting one. If you know 100% for certain whether beanstalks drop only in raids or whether they drop anywhere from tier 9, let me know. That would be good information to have. I got a feeling like it's like every other crafting material from all the previous zones, right? It should drop. It should drop anywhere in tier 9, but who knows? I'm just trying to think if I ever got one from a world boss. I don't know, man. My memory is terrible. Or can you even get legendaries from just trash mobs, or is it the expedition boss that's the only thing that drops something? Let me know that as well. I'm pretty sure I've got gear off just average dudes, and not just the boss. I'm pretty sure the boss is the only one that will drop like the mythic stuff and like the cosmetic mounts and all that type of thing. Because in Trials, not Gauntlet, because Gauntlet, it gives you all the loot right at the end. But in Trials, you can get legendaries and stuff off just any mob. It doesn't need to be the boss. You know what? Let's do one more. Not enough badges. Okay. Let's not do one more. I'll use all of my badge consumables, 35 of them, and do them all while sitting on the couch. Not in front of the couch. Actually on the couch. In front of the TV. Anyway, there you go. Expeditions, we had a look at all of them. We failed a few, which is a bad play on my part, but what can you do? Next Sunday, we will do the exact same thing. Next Sunday, I won't have a super scroll, but I do have, if we go to consumables, I do have myself this turkey thing, which is everything by 75, so it's like a half super scroll, and I still have one of these broccolis as well. So Delicious Feast and broccoli have the same thing. It's like a half super scroll, so we can use one of them and you know, have somewhat more luck than somewhat more item find than our traditional just 25, and see how we go. But the curse of super scroll as well, where a lot of people use a super scroll and get absolutely nothing, and then they go back to just the 25 bonus and get something, myself included. That happens to me all the freaking time. Hopefully on the couch, the rest of the day, I'll pop a legendary or the mythic that I'm looking for or something like that. And then I can fill you in on Thursday with what happened. But for now, that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. If you like this video, click here to see another one just like it. If you're new to the channel and like what I'm doing, click here to subscribe and become the newest member of the Chicken Coop. If you really like what I'm doing, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description, where you can help support me and help the channel grow. You'll also find a link to the channel's Discord server where you can chat with me and other members of the Chicken Coop. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.